Welcome back to the Old Dominion Monarchs. In this episode, we're going to take an expanded look at the rosters. I've had a request via social media to do so, and I'm going to go ahead and oblige that request. We're going to take a look at the entire roster, which you can find at Operation Sports, either for PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360. I'll leave a link in the description below for that as well. But we're going to go ahead and take a look today at the Old Dominion roster. Basically, I did a look before this video. I actually went to the Old Dominion roster and looked at the players on the roster compared to the players in the game. And it looks like basically everybody that's on the roster, minus those that are currently red-shirted for the year, made the cut. So I'm going to go ahead and start from the top here with our quarterback, our starting quarterback, Blake Larussa, 71 overall, 70 speed, 94 acceleration, so he's fast as a motherfucker. He is super fast. Let's see, the throw power is 77 throw power, 80 throw accuracy, so he's pretty accurate. I definitely use him in all of my situations. Backup Stephen Williams Jr. sophomore is 81 throw power, 77 throw accuracy. Currently is sitting at 71 overall. And then the third string redshirt sophomore Drayton Arnold, 64 overall, 69 speed, almost 90 acceleration. So I'm sure with some more years that these guys will get better. 74 throw power, 73 throw accuracy. And then I personally have redshirted Isaiah Spencer, freshman, given some more time to develop. Looks like he's going to turn into pretty much a good quarterback. 77 throw power, 70 throw accuracy. But he's lacking in speed. He's 69. 62 over that has to do probably with the awareness. At the running back position, we have 5 on the roster, of which I carry 4. I don't know why they show Keyshawn over Jeremy, but Keyshawn, 85 overall, 82 speed, so he's the fastest back that we got, 86 acceleration, 78 break tackle, 74 trucking, 89 elusiveness, so I really should be using him a lot more, but he'll show a lot more use next year as the starter compared to Jeremy Cox. 74 stiff arm, 87 spin, 87 juke, 85 carrying. All these ratings are brought to you by Operation Sports. They do this on their own. They look at game footage, height, weight, all that things. There was actually a really useful ESPN article that kind of described their process that they do that came out in, I believe it was August. My job, I have a lot of time to read articles pretty much all day. So that was one of those that I went over. His backup, our starter, Jeremy Cox, not his backup, he's our starter. Jeremy Cox, 85 overall, 74 speed, not the fastest of the bunch, but he definitely gets the job done with his 88 acceleration, 90 awareness, 86 break tackle. He's a beast, power back, and he's doing well for us so far. 84 trucking, 83 elusiveness, 88 ball carrying vision, 83 stiff arm, 82 spin move, juke move, and 90 carrying, so he ain't going to be fumbling the ball very much as well. He's also got 71 catch. Redshirt sophomore, Brandon Sinclair, 68 overall. He's definitely developed. By the time his senior season rolls around, he's going to be starting for us as well. 80 speed. He's probably going to be better than Jeremy and Keyshawn Strong put together. 90 agility, acceleration. His awareness, not so high though. That usually goes up by playing. 66 break tackle, 64 trucking, 68 elusiveness, ball carrier vision, 67 stiff arm, 69 spin move. And then I personally have redshirted the freshman, Lala Davis, 67 overall, 78 speed, almost 90 acceleration. He's going to be good for us going forward, especially now that we're going to have him for full 4 years. And I'm sure that awareness will go up too, which equates to a lot of why he's 67 overall. 70 ball carrier vision, 71 spin move, 71 juke, 68 carrying, 59 catching. So not really going to be too much pass back. And then last, the junior Richard Jr. I'll probably be splitting time with Keyshawn Strong next year. Kind of more. He's actually our starting fullback, as we don't have any on the roster. 79 speed, 91 acceleration, 70 awareness, 61 trucking, 76 elusiveness, 69 ball carrier vision, 63 stiff arm, 74 spin. He's only carried the ball for us. This is as the roster goes. There's no fullbacks on the roster. Wide receivers, we have 7. We really only rotate through 6. I've redshirted Robert Mayo, the freshman, who has 80 speed, 88 acceleration. Let's see that catching stats. That's really all that matters here. 64 catching. That's as our high is Jonathan, who I routinely call Jeffrey in the early videos, at 85. So he's our best catching next to Travis. With Jonathan, he's got the 81 spec catch, 83 catch in traffic. Travis, he's 75 overall, redshirt senior, so we're going to be losing him as well. 72 catching, 67 spec, 71 catch in traffic, and then 75 route running. Isaiah Harper, redshirt senior, he's also out the door. Usually these guys, they'll take your pictures from the website, use them to base to body. I mean, all these guys look pretty similar. 68 catching, 64 spec, 66 catch in traffic, 70 route, and then I got some more of their jumping. These guys, lots of jumpers here. Darryl Brown, redshirt junior, gets 68 catch. A lot of these guys are going to be in the 60, 64 spec, 64 in traffic, 66 route, 71 jump. Hassan Patterson, 69 overall redshirt junior. Really a shame that these guys, they're unfortunately not going to develop much from what we're going to be using them for. He's got 62 catching, 58 spec. Usually he only comes in the game. In this game, I'm not saying in real life, in this game, usually on crossing routes, but we have 5 wide. And he'll flip in the depth chart with Noah Eliason, who's a redshirt sophomore. We have Scott Mcloon, redshirt sophomore. He'll be developing in quite nicely. 68 overall with a 65 catch, 60 spec, 63 catch in traffic, 63 route, 81 jump. Noah Eliason, he's made 1 catch. You'll find that in the last episode. He's been in on a few routes, but I haven't really targeted him at all this year just because he's not my first look when he comes in. Because he's only played like 4 snaps the entire year. 6'6 catch, 6'2 spec, 6'2 catch in traffic, lots of 62s here. And then redshirted the freshman Robert Mayo, so we'll have him for another 4 years. He's 67 overall. He's probably going to be developing into one of our best receivers that we have come his senior season, as he's at 67 overall. 64 catch, 62 spec catch, 62 catch in traffic, 64 route running. Now let's see the speed on these guys just as well as we go. Hassan Patterson, he's the fastest guy that we got, followed up by Isaiah Harper, Darryl Brown, and then Robert Mayo. So definitely be looking for him to get better for us going forward. Tight ends, we have 3. I carry 2, as I've redshirted the freshman Dante Anthony. Basically, with these guys, it's a young group, so we're going to keep these guys. Keelan White, even though he's a 64 overall, he's already come in clutch with us so far. I'll just read off his stats on the year. Need to find my tab here. He's got 13 receptions for 256 yards and a score so far, long of 43. One of the key stats that we have is his drops. Unfortunately, he's got 4 of them compared to most of the other guys who have 1 or 2 drops at this point in the season. 68 speed, 72 strength. He's a good blocking back for us. 87 agility and acceleration. Awareness is 60. Break tackle 67. But we'll see that he and the rest of the guys are going to show up in that catching department real soon. 67 catch, 60 months back, 60 months catch in traffic, 63 route running, 74 jump. Very similar stats between Dante Anthony and then redshirt sophomore Marcus Joyner, who is classified as a blocking back. Let's see his. It's going to be a little further down for that. His pass blocking is a 60, run blocks 62, and impacts is 62. So very, I'd say average stats, but pretty good for freshmen that are going to mature into some really good players for us as well. At left tackle, we have 2 guys. We have Isaac Weaver, and then we have Eric Magwood. Both, one's an 83 overall, sophomore, redshirt sophomore left tackle. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy plays on Sunday in 2 years when he graduates. And then Eric, redshirt junior, 66 overall. Let's see, Isaac's got 89 pass block, 84 run block, and 89 impact blocking. And then Eric Magwood, 74, 75, 75 in those categories. On the year, Isaac has given up 2 sacks, and Eric has given up 3, so it looks like they sub in and out routinely. I'll go over the depth chart as well at the very end as well, too. At the left guard position, we have 3 guys that we have. I carry 2. I've redshirted 79 Leroy Thomas. And these guys, they got 77 pass block, 80 run block, 80 impact. Cameron Mueller, 65 overall, 72, 74, 74. And then Leroy Thomas has 70, 72, 72. On the season, only Tony Barnett has given up 1 sack. At the center position, we have both guys, Nick Clark and Diego Cervantes. Nick Clark's a 85 overall, redshirt senior, 82 pass block, 88 run block, 88 impact block. And then the redshirt sophomore Diego Cervantes, 68 overall. He's got actually really good stats. I mean, you'll see even offensive linemen in Madden that have the same stats. 72 pass block, 74 run block, and 74 impact. Nick Clark is the only one that has garnered any stats here. 1 pancake and given up 2 sacks. At the right guard, we have 3 guys that we have, but we only run with 2, as we have redshirted freshman Kyle Young, 62 overall. His stats: 73 pass block, 69 run block, and 73 impact. So he should be pretty good coming for us in a couple of seasons as well. As redshirt sophomore Andrew Lawson, 74, 77, 77. And then AJ Davison, redshirt senior. Unfortunately, I don't think gets any playing time. We'll make sure to switch him out because I think he's actually got better stats, even though the overalls are 1 apart. 76, 72, 76. So we'll make sure to get him in on senior day, of course. And then the same with the right tackle. We have three guys. We run with 2. We redshirted the freshman Nick Saldiveri. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sure I'll hear about it if I don't. But his starter's going to be redshirt senior Chad Hendricks. He's one of our impact players. He's got 82 pass blocking, 79 run blocking, and then 82 impact. And then Jack Miller, the 3rd redshirt freshman. This dude's going to be a beast. In the next 4 years, he'll be right on par with Nick. at 75, 71, 75. And then at left end, so now we're transitioning into the defense. We have three guys. We have Daniel Poole, who unfortunately he is hurt. He'll be out for the next, I think, 6 weeks in the game here, so he may come back by the time senior day rolls around. At left end, I don't think we're really into those stats that we have on the screen. These are the ones we're looking for right here. 81 overall redshirt senior, 81 tackling, 81 power, power moves, or hit power, excuse me, 78 power moves, 76 finesse, 78 block shedding, 78 pursuit, and 76 play rec. On the year, he's got 9 tackles, 4 sacks. His backup, who's been receiving a lot of playing time lately, is Ryan Laundrie. 69 tackles, 69 hit power, 69 power moves, 79 finesse, 66 block shedding, 50 pursuit, 50 play rec. He's got 3 tackles on the year. And then James Ballet, the third, unfortunately hasn't received any playing time so far. As he though will see some playing time next year. So we're going to need to definitely want to shore up recruiting wise at the left end to give him some backup as well. 68 tackling, 64 hit power, 61 power moves, 65 finesse, 65 block shed, 60 pursuit, and 63 play rec. And then at right end, I've looked up his name, so I'm not going to sound like an idiot anymore. It's actually O'Shane Zimenez. O'Shane is your redshirt senior. So this is his last year. He's had a fantastic year for us so far. 15 tackles on the year, 2 sacks, 7 for loss. He's got 88 tackle, 83 hit power, 78 power move, 74 finesse, 89 block, 80 pursuit, and 90 play rec. His backup, Tim Ward Sr. as well, has recorded 1 tackle on the year, 80 tackling, 80 hit, 76 power, 73 finesse, 88 block shedding, 78 pursuit, and 78 play rec. And then lastly, we have Marcus Haynes, the fresh redshirt freshman. So he's going to step right in too, so we'll need to make sure we shore up the right end position as we go into recruiting. We have 69 tackle, 65 hit, 62 power, 67 finesse, 62 block, 55 pursuit, 55 play rec. At the DT position, we have 6 guys, but on the roster, we carry 5. Actually, no, we carry all 6, because unfortunately, our best player, Miles Fox, that we have on at defensive tackle, he is a senior, but everyone else has been redshirted at least 1 season. So we could have saved Miles for 1 season. He would have became even better. And then we would have like seniors like Pat Toll, Brandon Tyson, and the redshirt juniors, Mufu Taiwao, and I really hope I said that right. I'm sure I'm going to hear it. Jawan Ross, redshirt sophomore, and Jeremy Miser. Those 2 guys, they're going to be the ones that we're going to be relying on in the next 2 seasons when they finally get a chance to start. Miles Fox, 85 tackling, 83 hit, 85 power, 80 finesse, 75 block shedding, 70 play rec, and pursuit. Go back, there we go. Pat Toll, 78 overall, Brandon Tyson, 66, Mufu Taiwao, 63. I don't know why that just decided to go that way. Jawan Ross, 63, and then Jeremy Miser, 63. Stat-wise, Miles Fox, 23 tackles on the year, 11 sacks, 16 tackles for loss, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, but he took 31 yards. Pat Toll has got 11 tackles on the year, 5 for loss, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble. And then Brandon Tyson, the only other one with a stat in that department, has had 1 tackle on the year. Didn't want to skip over left outside linebacker. We actually have no left outside linebackers on the roster at all, period. And then let's see, in the middle, Middle linebacker department, we have Gardner, who is a 70 overall. He's got 70 speed, 88 acceleration. He's usually the guy I use her as we go through the game just because he's dead center. Let's see. Yeah, he's got 78 tackle, 75 hit power, 74 power moves, 76 pursuit, 69 man, 73 zone, 69 press. Let's see how, I think I went past his catching stats earlier on. They don't make these any friendly. He's got 59 catch, and 65. That's for all three guys we have there. Let's see these guys. There we go. We'll just show these stats here. His backup, senior Derek Wilder. He's got the 72 man coverage, 74 zone, 72 press. I didn't change any of these stats at all. And then we have 63 overall. Redshirt sophomore Anthony Rezick, who has 65 man, 70 zone, 65 press. And then at the right outside linebacker, actually I'm going to go back real quick, just because I need their stats. At middle linebacker, we have Gardner. He's got 33 tackles on the year. He's our team leader. He's got 5 for loss, 3 sacks, and a deflection. Anthony Rezick, he's got 2 tackles on the year. And then Derek Wilder, who plays, I think, a lot of the right outside linebacker and maybe even the left, as a senior, has 10 tackles on the year, 1 for loss. And then at the right outside linebacker, we got 4 guys on the roster who carry all 4. Pretty much all 4 of them, except for Demetrius Stipman, actually play. But with Demetrius, he's pretty much going to play next year, as we have Marvin Branch, who is our best right outside linebacker. He's a redshirt senior. He's got 70 man coverage, 74 zone, and then 70 press. And then basically Jordan Young, 71, 71, 71. Therese Dickerson, 63, 65, 62 in those categories. And then, excuse me, Demetrius Stipman, 62, 66, 66 as a coverage, as a redshirt sophomore, 64 overall. So he's going to grow into being a really good player for us in our series as well. Tackle-wise, Marvin Branch, he's got 22 on the year. He's got 6 for loss and a sack. Jordan Young, he's got 7 tackles, 1 for loss and a sack. And Therese Dickerson, he's got 1 tackle. See, at the cornerback position, we have Blake Ashley. I don't remember ever seeing that name anywhere. I think he might be a walk-on, but, you know, he's on the team. This dude's a stud for being a freshman. I don't know where he came from, but I'm glad we got him there. I think we'll be throwing him in at linebacker. But we decided to move one of the corners that we don't use. That's a freshman out. He's got 90 speed, 93 acceleration. Let's see, 82 catching. This dude's going to be a ball hawk. In that corner, he's a freshman too. He's a total genius. 84 jumping. Let's see, 78 tackling, 77 hit, 75 power, 73 finesse, 80 block shedding, 83 pursuit, 80 play rec, 83 man coverage, 84 zone, 82 press, and 81 release. This dude's gonna be a beast. Followed up by Jojo Hadden, 73 overall redshirt sophomore. He's got 17 tackles on the year, 1 for loss and a pick, and he's also got 1 deflection. Let's see, this guy, he's got, I lost my spot, 76 man, 78 zone, and 76 press. Jamez Brickhouse, a redshirt junior, 73 overall, 76 man, 77 zone, 76 press. Let's see his stats on the year: 12 tackles and a pick as well. We have Elijah Blue, who on the year, 65 overall redshirt sophomore. He's got 26 tackles for us and 1 for loss. He's also one of my users as well when I'm running man coverage. 74 man, 77 zone, and 74 press. Akeem Bundu Fitz, redshirt junior, 63 overall, 68 man, 72 zone, 68 press. He's got 12 tackles on the year, and then he's got 18 tackles on the year, 3 for loss, 2 sacks. So we'll send him on the rush quite a bit. And then we got Geronda Hall, redshirt freshman, at 63 overall, 68 man, 72 zone, and 72 press. He has 1 tackle on the year. At the free safety position, we have 3 guys. We carry all 3. Justice Davila, 76 man, 80 zone, 80 press. He's got 24 tackles on the year and a deflection. We got Parrish Gordon, redshirt sophomore, 64 overall, 65 man, 70 zone, 70 press. He's got 2 tackles and a sack. And then Austin Wood, redshirt freshman, 65, 67, 67's got 2 tackles on the year. And then we're going into our safeties. We have 5 guys, and we carry 4, as we have redshirted Kenny Gardner the third, who's a freshman, 65 overall. But we're led the way by Sean Carter. He's got 31 tackles on the year, 2 for loss, and an interception. He's got 84 man coverage, 87 zone, 87 press as a redshirt senior. Justin Noyer, redshirt senior. He's got 75 man, 75 zone, 75 press, 75 overall. Dude's a beast. Unfortunately, he hasn't recorded any stats. So I think he's probably just behind a lot of guys. He's behind Sean Carter, who's our main guy that plays safety. Redshirt junior Kane Mescal, 66 overall. He's going to be our starter next year. We got 67 man, 70 zone, 70 press. No stats for him. And then Prince, we're just calling him Prince. I'm not going to attempt to try that. 66 overall, 68 man, 70 zone, 70 press. So for our kickers, we got 2 kickers. We use Nick Rice as a redshirt this year, so he'll have 2 more years kicking. And then Brad Davis will have 1 more after this one. He's got 81 kick power, and then 74 kick accuracy. Nick Rice, 78, 79. So he's going to be a beast for us his last 2 years as well. Punter, we have Bailey Kate, who's a junior. He is 85 kick power, and then 80 kick accuracy. Bailey Kate's got 12 punts on the year for 472. Averages just about 40. His net is 33.5. So, we tend to use him when we have long downs, but not too many return yards on him as well. And then I'll just kind of kick this back here to all positions, and I'll just go over the rest of our stats on kick return. We use Keyshawn Strong, and then Isaiah Harper. Keyshawn Strong's got 28 returns for 705. He's averaging 25 yards a return. Isaiah Harper, he's got 10 punt returns for 108 on the year. This is our full roster that they have in the game. That is as current as of November. So that'll pretty much go ahead and do it for us here for this episode. My name is Red. Next episode, we are making a trip out to Louisiana Tech. Actually, no, we're back home against Louisiana Tech. We're 4-2. They, my friends, are 4-2. This is back to get in the win column. We will see you guys in the next episode. Don't want to miss it. See you next time. Jonathan again. He's wrapped up. Wait a minute, he's on his feet again. What? He's in!